welcome back to Cats and Crochet. Today I'm going to begin working on a shirt. I'm going to start with the magic ring, and I just did that wrong. Don't mind me, I'm still not feeling great, but I got to get something out here. Alright, so we're going to then do chain 3. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I'm using a 6mm hook. 2, 3. I'm doing it with Kaboo because this is very, very soft. And it's going to be a summer shirt, as I'm sure. I'll put the picture before this so that, you'll see it. All right, so that's going to count as your first double crochet, okay? Then you're going to do 4 more double crochets. One. 2. 3. So that's a total of 5 double crochets. Then I'm going to chain 2. And I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And then chain 2. And sure that ring's a little bit smaller so everything doesn't fall out. See, that worked well, huh? Whatever. Anyway, we're going to do 5 more double crochets in the ring. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Chain 2. And you guessed it, 5 more double crochets. Gotta have that. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay. Chain 2. Now this is where I'm doing things a little different. First of all, they only had 3 on the original pattern for these to the top right there. And I gotta slip. Well, that didn't work so good anyway. Slip stitch. I know my hands are shaking. I hate that. And then we're going to slip stitch into this next. So it'll be the second of the 5. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to do a stacked double in the same stitch. So it means we do a single crochet like such. And then we're going to go through this first loop here and do another single crochet. Oh, I didn't get out any. Well, normally I'd put a stitch marker at the beginning. My video just quit on me. just as I said, do 2 doubles. Let's try it again. One, 2, chain 2, and 2 more doubles in the corner. 1, 2, chain 1, skip that first stitch, double crochet in the second one, chain 1, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, skip the next stitch, make our corner, which is 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. 1, 2, 2, and 2 more doubles. 1, 2, chain 1, skip that first stitch right there, go in the second one, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, skip that one and do our oh yeah, that is the corner. I'm thinking it looks weird. It does look weird, but that's the corner. 1, 2, chain 2, 2 doubles, 2. Okay, don't forget to chain 1 here, okay? Chain 1, and then we are going to do a slip stitch in here. There we go. I'm going to take this out now. Okay, let's do some counting here. 2, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, just double checking. You want to do that every now and then. Okay, just now. Now we're going to do our standing double crochet the standing singles. Single in that stitch, and then put the stitch marker back in. Now this row, we've just done it in this stitch. That is 1 stitch. That's our beginning stitch. It looks like 2. It's not. It's 1. Okay, and then we're going to go 1 double into the space, the chain 1 space, and then into the top of the double crochet, and then the space, and then you got 2 double crochets here, because that's the corner. Then we're going to do our corner, which is the same way we did it last time. 2 doubles, chain 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, just be aware that sometimes you might forget to do your corner. This is a large hook, okay, with, this cotton. You see what I'm saying? But now I've done it with a 4.5 millimeter hook. I like how it comes out. I'm not a small woman, and I do like it. It's very heavy, though. This one, I discovered I actually do like it with this size as well. I just want to be able to wear it without having to wear a tank top or anything underneath that. But later I'll show you what I'm going to do about that too. So I decided to make me one both ways, So anyway. All right, so now we're going to go and we're going to do top of that double crochet because this is your former corner. See? So there's another double there. So top of those 2 crochets, 2 double crochets. Then you're going to go in the space. Don't miss this space. It's easy to do. Because like I said, it's a large, flowy, thing. So then in the top, that's why I said you'll want to count every now and then. And then you're going to go into the space. And then into the top of this crochet. In other words, all the way across is going to be, stitch, space, stitch, space. Like I just did a stitch, now I'm going to do a space. And then I'm going down to 2 stitches. And then we're going to do the corner. Kind of excited to get this one made. Like I said, I've got my other one almost done, the one that I made with a smaller hook. But I wanted to get onto this one to see which one I was going to like better. I don't know if I like either one better than the other. I like them differently. Whoops. Okay, don't forget that first stitch. So every time you do this row, it's going to be stitch, 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 then space, then stitch, then space, then, all the way across. Till you get to stitch, stitch again. When you get to stitch, stitch, you're at your corner. What's the matter, Blaze? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, as you can see, I'm sitting on my sofa because I've actually got it reclined back. I'll just slightly. I have a heating pad on my back because I got up this morning and could barely move. So, I managed to get my shower done, and now I am doing this calmly while my heating pad hopefully helps my back. So, yeah, so this pattern is very, you've only got, we're doing what? The very basics here. There's no fancy stitches whatsoever. Super easy. The reason I changed it, I wanted to make it more beginner friendly because I don't know how they came up with how they did it in the other pattern, but it confused me, and I'm not a beginner. And I don't want to do ones that are so complicated that, like if you've just learned how to crochet, I want you to be able to come on my channel and find something decent, to make that you can manage to do without getting, freaked out about it. And believe me, that one's freaking me out. I was like, how in the world did they? I don't know how they came up with it, but to me, this was just easier. So, I think the only difficult, and it's not even difficult, thing is that first, slip stitch over and then do it into the next stitch. But seriously, I had to close that hole up too. So once we get this round done, we're just going to alternate rounds. See what I'm saying? So right now we're doing, the stitch in every stitch and every space. And the next round is going to be the fillet crochet, which is what they call it. So we're on our last corner. Now, there is one thing just to be aware of. Hang on, 1, 2, get the corner done, and you'll see. Because we're making the corners before this, which means in the next round, those will be the last things that we crochet. So that means I still have the corner from last time to do. So, why are you being like that? Thank you. So we've got that one and this one. But we also have our chain one space. Because if you remember, we made this crochet, then we chained one before we connected. We got that chain one space that we have to put a stitch into. Just like that. And then I can remove it. And we're going to slip stitch. And then in the same thing, we're going to do our stacked single. In which case, I will put this back in. All right. And then when we start this, we always start with a chain one, skip one, double crochet here, chain one, skip one, double crochet, chain one. See, I did something wrong. So I have to go back and figure out what it was. Because my last... No, I didn't. That's what happens when it's so loose. It always looks like this is a stitch to skip. But that's actually in that stitch. I'm skipping this stitch and putting it in this one. There. I didn't do it wrong. See, I had myself all confused. So that's all you do. And you do it until you get to the size that you want it to be. Now, I have to, again, go over and look at the notes for the sizes. I don't think I have those right handy. I don't. Hang on a minute. Turns out I did have them handy. So this is what it's supposed to basically look like. Whoops, no, too close. Still too close, but... the changes I made should not make a major change in any of that. So now it's saying for... Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where the... Dun, 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 dun. All right. It says for small or medium, it's going to be about 18 inches. For a large or extra large, it should be about 20 inches. Mine is about, I believe, 21 inches that I did mine, something like that. And basically, yeah, you're just going to alternate these two rows that we're doing. We just alternate them. So, I mean, once you get one row down, you're like, oh, I know how to do that. It's super simple. Here, let me close this up. There, I've made that nice and tight too. But yes, if you do it with, make sure, if you do it with this hook, the size hook, it's much more flowy than with the smaller hook. I shut you off. I didn't mean to shut you off. Okay. So this is with the 4.5 millimeter hook. And I've got my yarn still attached at the straps. But we'll get to that in a little while. Straps. But you can, well, this is one of the finished blocks for this color. Okay. So you see how this looks here. Here, I'm gonna put you back out further so you can see. And you see how this looks? I wanted it tighter like that because, like I said, I'm not a small woman. But this is actually much more, you see how very flowy that is? This one, not so much. It's still very, very soft though. This just feels softer because it's less tightly, done. I had to do, I think, how many more rows? I think, was it 6 more rows? I think I had to do on this one than I have to do on this one. So this is actually, obviously faster to get done. And like, we'll get to all of that, but so yeah, that's just what the difference is. Like I said, it feels heavier, and it's supposed to be, a summer type shirt. So I don't know how well this one will work, but we will find out because when I get them all done, I'll show you, I'm not even tying my threads together. Okay, like, you know how normally if you got the same color thread, you would tie. Did I do that with one? No, here. You would tie them together and just keep going. I didn't. I did it just as though I was adding a new color on. Because if it doesn't work out, I can just frog the whole thing and just use this for something else. So I have not, I have not sewn in my threads on this one or on these. That's up to you. I'm just saying that's what I did. I got to thinking and I was like, if I decide this isn't going to work, at least I won't have to, waste a bunch of thread because I, sewed them all in. Yarn, whatever you call it. You know what I mean. So, when you get your square done to whatever inches you want, like a small medium is 18 inches, large and extra large is 21. You can add on extra rounds to make it bigger for yourself if you want. Now what I did, because I added extra rounds on and made it, I believe it's like 21 inches. If I probably do have my measuring thing here somewhere, but do you think I know where it is? Heck no. Yes, I do. It's right. Good God, I keep just not underestimating myself. That's what it's called. Let's see if I can get this out there in a decent. There we go. Let's see. See, mine, if I actually spread it out a little, mine's actually between 21 and 21 and a half, maybe. I think it's more like 21 and a half. Same issue. Okay, so you guys do your thing. Get your square as big as you want it to be. And in the next video, we will work on putting them together. Okay? So thank you for joining me. I hope you come back for part 2. And I greatly love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all of the likes and the subscribers and all of that. I really appreciate it. Tell your friends because I'm trying to find even better things to do. I really could use ideas from you guys, what you want to see, because I know what things I can do. I tend to learn things so I can show them to you guys. I have a headband I'm working on that looks super easy and probably is, but my brain for some reason isn't quite getting it. So I'm going to keep working on that until I figure it out, and then we'll do that one. But I'll probably throw up another granny square pattern soon because I've only got a few of those up, and there are tons of them out there. So, and also, this shirt, you don't have to even do this particular pattern for it. Any granny square type or square, you know what I'm saying, that you like, and I've seen so many, even the Sophie's Garden, Sophie's Universe, those squares that are used there, or Charlotte's Universe, or whatever that's called, those squares. if you get one to the right size, you could use that too. My only fear is, you probably have to do it in a bigger hook to make sure there's not quite so much material so it won't be so heavy. But I may have to test out that theory as well. So thank you, and we'll see what happens. All right, I can't wait to get these done because I'm dying to try one of them on. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you like and subscribe and tell your friends and all that stuff. Share my videos, do whatever you got to do. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.